beautiful people, and welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Crystal and this is Bond Book Reviews, and today we're going to be jumping into all of my failed TBRs. So I have gone back through all of my PickPong TBRs since I started doing it to see how well I am at completing TBRs, and this time I am going to be carrying over all of my failed ones to 2023 as a priority. If I do not read the books on this list by the end of 2023, I have to unhaul them. So these have been from when I started PickPong back in 2020 all the way up to the end of 2022. So TBRs for almost 2 years. These are the failed ones that I didn't end up completing while they were on my PickPong TBR and haven't completed since. So the rule is, if I don't finish it by the end of 2023, I have to unhaul it. So it's kind of like a these books will self-destruct kind of situation, but it's from previous TBRs. I will also be doing these books will self-destruct later on, so we'll have two separate ones that I have to try and work my way through, but these ones are the ones that have been on TBRs before and I haven't gotten to them. So I'm going to start from the latest, as in like 2021s, all the way up to 2022. So let's dive in and see what's on my list. As always, if you haven't already, give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to see you join the fam. And also all my other social medias are linked down below if you want to go and follow me on any of those. The first on this list is The Au Pair by Emma Rouse, and I have actually since unhauled this one. So it technically has already been unhauled, so there's no point for me to try and finish it because I've already unhauled it. This one has been on my TBR twice, and this is from February 2021, and that is When I Was 10. So this is a NetGalley arc that I've had since probably earlier than that. I think I got it in like November 2020 or something ridiculous. And I know I'm gonna love it because it sounds like a really, really good thriller. It sounds really up my alley, but I just find myself avoiding it because I didn't have the audiobook for it, which is a stupid reason to avoid a book. But lately I've been finding I only wanting to read books if I have the audiobook as well. So that one is on there. I'm gonna have to try and prioritize it as one of the physical reads that I try and get to in 2023. From May 2021, we have Hunger by Michael Grant. This is the second book in the Gone series. I really enjoyed the first book. I gave it 5 stars. I don't know why I haven't continued this series. So yeah, I think this has also been on 2 TBRs if I recall correctly, so it's about time, and it's a really quick read. Like, I remember when I read Gone, like I got through it really, really quickly, so I really have no excuse to not get to this. From June 2021, we have Yes, No, Maybe So by Becky Albertalli and Aisha Saeed. This one was gifted to me, I think, from Anthony for Christmas one year, and I was so excited to get to it because it was like all the rage at the time that I received it. And here we are all this time later and I still haven't gotten to it. I think I also put this on my 22 books for 2022, so I failed it technically twice. So if I haven't read it by the end of 2023, it is going bye-bye. July 2021, we have Read Me Like a Book by Liz Kessler. I think this has also been on like another a readathon TBR, but not necessarily a PickPong one that I also didn't get to. It's one of those ones that I feel like it's going to be very YA when I finally get to it, and it is probably one I should be putting on my self-destruct list, but it does belong on this list because it has been a failed PickPong TBR. So if I don't read this one by 2023, it is going bye. Another one from July 2021, obviously this was a bad month for me, is The True Color of a Little White Lie by Gabrielle Berg-Moser. His other book that was a thriller, I absolutely adored. So I was so excited to get this arc, and I put it on my TBR, and I think I started the book and maybe got like, I don't know, I got to chapter 2 according to this bookmark. Thought I got further than that. And yeah, I just haven't picked it back up since then. So yeah, I really need to get to it. Otherwise, I think it's going to become too YA-ish and I'm not going to want to ever read it. So that's what I'm doing. Also from July 2021 is This Poison Heart by Kaylin Bayron. I think July 2021 was when I had like a 15 book or 10 book TBR. Like I had so many on, it was almost impossible. I planned on reading this. I started like a challenge, I think it was, and this was on there, and I managed to get 32 pages in and then stopped. I think I was reading some of my RTHF books or something, and this was one of them. It was one of my anticipated releases from that year, so I have no idea why I haven't gotten to it. I've heard nothing but good things from Kaylin Bayron. The concept of this is really cool. Like, I would love the ability to be able to control plants, but yeah, still Haven't gotten to it. I got 32 pages in. I'll probably have to restart because I don't remember anything I read from those 32 pages. But that's a failed one from July as well. From March 2022, we have The Invisible. This was kindly sent to me from the author. It's signed and it's like one of the first editions and it's beautiful, and I have no excuse for not finishing this other than the time of my life when I started it. I didn't have the mental capacity to appreciate his style of writing. J.P. McDonald, which is the author of this, his writing is very unique, I would say. It's not a bad writer, it's just very different to what I'm used to reading, and it required a lot of brain thought for me to get into this, and I just was not in a frame of mind in March 2022 because I was still severely morning sick, and yeah, it was just not a good time. So that is definitely one I want to try and aim to get to in 2023. Another one from March 2022 is Wild by Kristen Hanna. I am so sad that there is a Kristen Hanna book on this list. There should not be a Kristen Hanna book on this list because she should be someone that I'm prioritizing, with her being one of my favorite authors. I honestly think this is only on this list because I ran out of time that month, and then I wanted to continue like the next month and the next one, the next month, and then it's just kind of gotten forgotten about. So I didn't even start this one. I just completely ran out of time in the month that it was in, and that is the only reason why there's a Kristen Hanna book on this list. And this will 100% be getting read before 2023 because I am not going to unhaul Kristen Hanna. I want to have her entire collection. This was kindly gifted to me. This is going to get read. In April 2022, I have The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. I think this was another situation of ran out of time because this is a 5-star prediction for me. It is on my Kindle, so it would be difficult for me to unhaul because I just don't unhaul books from my Kindle. I just don't, because they don't take up actual physical space. But I do definitely want to try and prioritize reading it. I guess otherwise I have to delete it. I don't know. Seems kind of pointless when it's not taking up space. We have another Kristen Hanna on this one, True Colors. This is from May 2022. I started it and I got 46 pages in and I couldn't tell you what I even read. So I'm definitely gonna need to restart this one. I have a feeling it's another situation of run out of time. From September 2022, we have Truly Darkly Deeply, which was kindly gifted to me for my birthday from Ash. And I was so excited to get to, but just ran out of time in the month of September, along with the second book in the Hearts of Fierce and Broken series. I can't think what the actual series is called, but A Curse So Dark and Lonely series. It's the Hearts of Fierce and Broken. I have had this on so many TBRs, and I was so excited to get back into this series. And I started, I feel like I'm partway through it, but the only problem is I've heard really negative things about the series since then, and so I've been a little hesitant. So if I don't get to it soon, I'll probably be unhauling the whole series. From October 2022, we have The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. This will not be unhauled because it is not my copy, but if I do not get to this before the end of 2023, I will have to return this to my friend because I've had it on my shelf for far too long, and I'm sorry, Jamie. I know it's yours. I will be giving it back to you if I do not get this read ASAP. And lastly, from last month, from November, we have Vicious by Ve Schwab. This was going to be one of the books that I was going to read for Once Upon a Readathon, so I put it on my PickPong-a-thon TBR and did not get to it. I ended up reading a different book for the prompts that I needed for Once Upon a Readathon. So there you have it. That is the stack of books that I have failed. I mean, that's pretty good considering how many books I have read since 2020 when I started my TBR game. But I mean, I also feel bad that I haven't made an effort to get back to them. So I will be doing my best to do that in the year of 2023. That is my priority. They're all my failed books for TBRs, just PickPong TBRs. If I went into all of my other readathon TBRs, like this list would probably be double, but that's just my PickPong TBRs that I failed. So it's not too bad. I mean, I'm pretty happy. That's like less than 25% failure rate. And I didn't have a failed TBR until December 2020. That's when I started. Never mind. I was going to say I didn't have a failed one for a while, but whatever. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. Talk to you next time and happy reading. Bye.